Welcome to John's Corner, where our star reporter Jonathan always lands on his feet. He's a hard-hitting reporter who isn't afraid to throw a punch or to take one. He's always investigating the issues that others shy away from, uncovering even the biggest of scandals, while learning every secret he can. Here on John's Corner. What's up, Blue Ribbon Nation? Welcome back to John's Corner. I'm your boy Jonathan, and I know we've been away a while, a long time, many decades. But we wanted to shut down and figure out exactly how we wanted the show to look, how we wanted it to feel, what we wanted it to be. We wanted to put a lot more money into it, which we still look cheap as hell. But hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Trust me on that. Or maybe you have. I don't know. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't know much. So let's jump into the news. So before we really get into the news and all the fun stuff, because I like to try to keep things positive, I wanted to just give my condolences to the friends and family of Aaron Eisenberg, the guy who played Nog on Deep Space Nine. As anyone who watches the show knows, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and one of my favorites happens to be Deep Space Nine. And Nog, the character he played, arguably has one of the greatest story arcs in Star Trek. I mean, he went from a troublemaker kid to a war hero in the span of those 7 seasons. And if you watch the documentary, What We Leave Behind, where they talked about what would happen if Deep Space Nine came back, it literally started off with Nog being made a captain and all that. And he was actually just tweeting the other day about wanting to be on Picard. It's a loss. His passing is definitely a loss. He was a great actor, and he will be missed. But I wanted to get and he will be missed. But more upbeat news, I guess. I'm not good with death. It always makes me feel real awkward and uncomfortable. But I thought it would be a miss to not mention, Anyways, Colin Trevorrow? That guy who directs those Jurassic World movies. I'm bad with pronunciation of names, I apologize. But he dropped while hard at work at the next Jurassic World movie, which I was already excited for. The way that the second Jurassic World movie ended, and the dinosaurs are kind of like roaming around the earth, I'm already pumped for Jurassic World 3. But they dropped a short film called Battle at Big Rock. And it's basically delivers on that promise. There's a family and they're in a trailer and 2 dinosaurs break out and start fighting right in front of them, and their family kind of gets caught in the middle. It's a beautifully made, moving story that's only like 8 minutes long. You can check it out on YouTube. There'll be a link down below. But it's pretty epic, and it just really makes you excited for what Jurassic World is going to be. Because, it delivers on the promise that was set up in Jurassic World 2 and kind of hinted at The Lost World, which was the second Jurassic Park movie of, we built these dinosaurs, we brought them back, but what happens if they come to our world? Like in Lost World, when the Tyrannosaurus Rex ended up in San Diego, shout out to the homeland. And then Jurassic World 2, the ending of that movie really sets that up. And so this short, and I'm assuming Jurassic World 3 is really going to deliver on that promise, and that's exciting. Like, I cannot wait to see what happens. And after watching this short, I'm even more excited now. So you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. And I also want to talk about Arrowverse, which you also know I'm a big fan of that too. They announced that Tom Welling and what's her name, the lady who plays Lois, Erica, I forget her last name, but they're coming back as Clark and Lois from their characters from Smallville. So that means we have the dude who plays Adam, who he's going to be the Kingdom Come Superman. We have Supergirl Superman, and then we have Tom Welling Superman. This is amazing, dude. And Smallville's being brought in, and then there's even speculation that the Titans from the DC Universe show Titans is going to be on it. I literally don't care about anything else other than this crossover. When is it coming? Why isn't it here yet? I'm so excited. Kevin Conroy, Burt Ward, Next, if they tell me Michael Keaton's gonna be in it, I'm just gonna die right here of excitement. All right, um, I'm beyond stoked. Yeah, I think those shows are coming back. This crossover, I believe, is in October or November or December. Oh, when is the crossover? I don't know. The show should be coming back soon. I'm really excited for it. Which I don't even know when this is. I don't know what the things are going on in my life. Let's just move on. Okay. Well, I'm stressed out now because I started talking about something I don't even know. I don't know what dates and things are. But if you are stressed out and you just want to feel happy and not worry about things, I just started watching. I watched them a long time ago, but I started watching them again. The Tenderloins, or you might know them more as the Impractical Jokers, they have a YouTube channel from back in the day when they were the Tenderloins. And I started watching those old videos. A lot of these are from like 11, 10 years ago. But they are so funny. It's impossible to watch these videos and not be in a great mood afterwards. Like, it's so stupid but so funny. And it's if you're ever depressed or sad or whatever and you need a pick me up, that is the channel to go to, Tenderloins. I'll put a link down below, but it is amazing. You should definitely check it out. All right, so as a lot of you guys may know, I do a lot. I used to do a lot of different shows on this channel. Um, I haven't really done them lately, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. But I was thinking about bringing those shows back as segments on this show, such as like Nostalgia 100, a 90 Kids Guide, a Year in Comics, Spotlight, all that stuff. So I was thinking about making them segments in this show. But before I do that, I gotta let you guys in on a little secret. Now this is a big one. Jamie Maddox, aka the Multiple Man from X-Men, X Factor, and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know him, but I'm pretty sure he was based on me, even though I think he might have been made before I was born. But anyways, to truly understand this, you're gonna have to see it for yourself. So let's go out to the lobby. All this, we haven't really got it all situated yet, but you guys ready for this? What the hell? Sorry, I had to show the people at home what exactly I was talking about. You come on home. So now you guys know my big secret. There are literally hundreds of me running around. But now that you guys know, let's say we call one up and see what they got for Nostalgia 100, shall we?
Charlotte, that there's a lot of racism towards Asians there. Is that true?
It's like,
What's up,
Have you
Blue Nation? It's your
experienced
boy
racism
Jonathan, and welcome back to
Well,
Nostalgia
actually,
100.
I
It's
should
been
ask
a
my next
while.
year.
It's
Yeah,
been
yeah, I
so
don't know.
long that the world has ended and started. I don't know. How you guys doing? So today I want to talk about a movie that I heard about a while ago and never saw, but I kept hearing people talk about it on a bunch of different stuff. It was called The Night Stalker. Now it has nothing to do with the serial killer, um, but oddly enough, it does have to do with a serial killer, but not the Night Stalker. But and I more heard about a TV show called Kojak the Night Stalker, and then I discovered that there were two movies that predated, but they're like made for TV movies. And so this first one, so I finally watched the first one. It came out in 1972. It's just called The Night Stalker, and it's genius. So it's about this reporter, right? Named Kojak, played by Darren McGivern, who there's a series of murders, and he starts investigating it. And you already, like, right off the bat, they set up, because back then in the olden days before now, they would actually set up characters before just throwing you into the movie and like, oh, we'll figure it out as you go. So early in the movie, they start setting up who this guy is, and he's a reporter who once upon a time was a big shot. Through one thing or another, he kind of fell out of favor, and then he started bouncing around the major cities. Like, he'd be in Dallas, he'd be in New York, he'd be in San Francisco, trying to get work, and he ended up in Las Vegas, where there's a series of murders, but they don't make sense. The bodies were drained of blood, the bodies were impossible places to get to, all these things that just don't make sense. And he slowly starts to put together like this crazy theory of, well, what if the serial killer is a vampire? And no one in town wants to believe him. Everyone in town thinks he's nuts. His editor thinks he's nuts. The police are telling him he can't print anything.
But more and more, it starts to look like he's right. Even when the police are like, and the police straight up silence what he can and can't tell the press. It's crazy. And so, finally he decides, it's a vampire and I have to do something. And so he gets a stake and he goes at it. And he legitly saves this dude's life and stops it. And everybody knows that he's right, that it was a vampire. And yet, at the end of the day, he writes his paper and he puts it out in the press and he puts it in his paper and he writes his article and he puts it in the paper. And he's like, I've been vindicated. I was right. Everybody now knows I'm right. The serial killer's off the street. Everything is good. And then he gets called into the mayor's office. And this is why I love this movie, because the ending is just so, like, goddamn. You thought you had a happy ending, and then they pull the rug out from under you. They call him into the office, and they charge him with murder. And then they give him another article and said, this is what was published instead of the one you put out. If you ever repeat what really happened, we'll activate this warrant. Now get the hell out of Las Vegas. And they kick him out of Las Vegas. He gets fired from his job and kicked out and framed for a murder. All because he was right and he saved the day. That is a genius story, and it was so well executed for a made-for-TV movie in 1972. It's brilliant, man. You really got to check it out. So like I said, it's called that's the TV show. The TV show is called Kojak the Night Stalker. The sequel is called The Night Strangler, but the original movie I'm talking about is called The Night Strangler. It's a 1972 made-for-TV movie, and I really think you guys would like it. But anyway, so this was Nostalgia 100. Till next time, I'm Jonathan. Sounds like a great movie. Let's see what else we got.
What's up, Blue Roofers? It's your boy Jonathan. Welcome back to a 90 Kids Guide to Television. I'm your host, Jonathan.
Yeah, we don't call them Blue Roofers anymore. It's Blue Roof Nation now. In fact, I think it's always been Blue Roof Nation. Yeah.
No one asked you. So today's topic is Titans Season 2.
I actually already kind of pimped that.
Whose show is this? Mine or yours?
Well, it's ours. I mean, it's kind of, we're the same person.
Will you just shut up?
Sorry.
Now, the first episode isn't really have anything to do with this season. It's very much a conclusion of last season. Now, if you've seen last season, which, why haven't you? You should definitely check it out. You'll love it because it ties up all of that very nicely. But starting with episode 2, it really sets up where this season is going, giving us our main villain, the best villain you could ever ask for in any show, Dr. Light. No, I'm just playing with you. It gives us, of course, Deathstroke. It sets up Deathstroke. And, I mean, seriously, what better villain could you ask for? Teen Titans versus Deathstroke? It reminds me of the Titans of my youth. No, not that shit. There you go. That one. That's the Titans of my youth. Right? It just brings it back to that, and I'm all in for it. It's amazing. I love it. Plus, if Deathstroke isn't enough, it's just there's so much going on. You got the Hawk and Dove storyline going on, and their problems and what's going on between them and their relationship, which in itself is epic. Then you have the Corey storyline, which could be like a badass movie if it's going where I think it is. And you have Dick and the kids, and if he's not Robin, who is he? Which, I mean, come on, you know what's coming. I know what's coming. We all know we're getting Nightwing. I cannot be more excited if I tried. Add to that the fact that they're bringing in the old Titans and they're mixing them in with the new Titans, and the conflict between the old class and the new class. It's just, you really couldn't ask for better television. I mean, this is all the TV you need, really. Well, I mean, you had this with the new season of American Horror Story. What else could you want? Seriously, this is epic. But it's on DC Universe, so go check it out. Subscribe before Warner Brothers cancels everything and puts it all on HBO Max because they hate us all. But you should really check it out. Anyways, till next time, I'm Jonathan. This is 90 Kids Guide to Television. Give us legends. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, anyways, so we're also going to do like character spotlight and comics and all that stuff, but those are going to be kind of more random and sporadic, and they'll pop up when they pop up. So without further ado, let's jump into a year in comic history, and hopefully they're not as mean.
In Charlotte, that there's a lot of racism towards Asians there. Is that true?
It's like, well,
Thanks, Jonathan.
Racism.
What's up, Blue Ribbon Nation, and welcome back to A Year in Comics. So this year is 1943. Now over at Marvel Comics, we have the birth of All Select Comics. Now, don't let the exciting cover fool you. Captain America, Namor, and the original Human Torch don't actually team up in this book, which would be epic, but no. Even still, getting stories from all three of the major characters at Marvel in the same 10-set man, it's kind of a cool thing. So that was the debut of that, which, that along with All Winners Comics, which was still going at the time. There's a lot of different things where you can see all your different heroes for real cheap. Can you imagine if comic books cost 10 cents today? It would change my life. I'd be so happy. You know how much money I would have left over? Damn. Anywho, you also get the crime fighter Miss America over in Marvel Mystery Comics, I believe issue 49. And then the appearance of Captain Wonder in Kid Comics with a K, because why not? That same year. So Marvel, they were doing a little bit of their superhero stuff. They're also going a lot more with the funny books and stuff. And then over in DC, in the Batman comic book, we get the first appearance of Alfred Pennyworth. Which, let me just tell you, if you haven't been watching his new show, you are missing out, man. That show is so badass. Like, it really has nothing to do with Batman, but it's still really, really cool. You should definitely check it out. It's worth a watch. But anyways, this has been A Year in Comics. Till next year in comics, I'm Jonathan. See you later. Thank you, Jonathan. Oh my God, I always love A Year in Comic History. It always ships me right up. Anyway, so that was pretty much our show for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the new format. Let me know down below if you did. If you did, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it. We have 12. We need a hell of a lot more than 12. So give us a like and a subscribe. You should also subscribe to our main YouTube channel, youtube.com/BlueProduction619. You can give us a follow on Twitter at The Uncanny Fans, at Facebook at The Uncanny Fans. You can if you want to listen to if you want to watch the shows separately, like you just want to see his Year in Comics or a 90s Kids Guide or Nostalgia or whatever, I will also put those segments out as their own shows. But here on John's Corner, you'll get the whole thing kind of packaged as we had. If you want to just listen to the audio and you don't want to see this gorgeous face, you can go over to iTunes and check us out, where it's under blah, 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 blah. You can go over to iTunes and check us out as The Uncanny Fans, or you can listen on Blue Ribbon Productions on our website, blueproductions.com. And yeah, so till next time, I'm Jonathan, this is John's Corner, and give us legends.